Let's talk stimming for a little bit. So, stimming, simply put, I do want to say I am not a medical physician that has certified degrees based off of government or institutions. I don't particularly align with that construct. I understand. It's just that's not my course specifically. I'm a shamanic high priestess, life consultant. I show up through the lane of spirit, energy, unconditional love, higher consciousness. I channel, I say an amen. I do what aligns with me, for me, period. I provide you with what I learn, what I figure out through my own life experience. If it aligns with you, take it, period. I don't believe that I'm saying anything that's law. I don't think anybody's saying anything that's actual law. However, do what you want to do for you. Amen. I'm just sharing if you want it. Okay. So with that being said, stimming, what I would love to share is that one, stimming is crucial. I feel like for all human beings, I feel like stimming is crucial. I feel like stimming is the act of allowing oneself to be when your capacity has been reached, when there is an emotion, an energy, or an emotion specifically that has satiated your aura and you need to rid yourself of it. Your stem will look different. Your stem will flow differently. I feel like even as a shaman, I'm basically stemming. I can't speak for any other shamans. I don't think that there's one way for anyone to do any of their things, but me specifically, I'm stemming. I embody a frequency that is static, and then I create it into a clear image by listening to the vibrations that make up the static and choosing a pattern, choosing a station that feels like uh, Ashe, amen. And so stimming is you needing to soothe yourself uniquely. It's you needing to complete your process of a moment. If we stemmed regularly, our social capacities would greatly increase and our collective vibration will significantly raise or ascend. There's something so phenomenal about being in the grocery store, having to be around a whole bunch of people. You're at the cash register, the person in front of you, their tender is failing. And now it's a little situation. It feels uncomfortable. There's people behind you. Now you're frazzled. You don't want to be frazzled, but you've gone through trauma. And now it kind of sounds like there might be a thing. And you haven't really, it's not about you healing from your trauma, but you've had trauma. You don't need to heal. You don't need to change. You don't need to do nothing. You're fine just the way that you are. It's an acceptance that, oh, you've gone through trauma, so yourself is going to feel like this. So how do you move through life feeling like that because of this to where it's just not taking over your life to where it's a problem? Oh, so you ground. Okay, well, great. Now that you have grounding tools, you utilize those grounding tools. And so, like a sponge that has been squoze, now your water's coming out, the water that doesn't belong in the sponge no more. So, those emotions that don't align with you are now coming out. So, that frazzle needs to come out. So, while you're in line, you may need to go, woo, because now you're good. and you're not stressed or pressed about whether or not you're in danger in that moment, because you really know that you're not in danger. This is not, the house that you grew up in, and ain't nobody gonna get beat here. Like, it's cool. Like, you're not even like you understand that, oh, those are things that could happen on the planet, but you're creating the reality that says, no, 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 that won't be a creation that's coming from me contributing. You stimming is you allowing for yourself to be a person whole, you allowing yourself to be a person complete. Even the corporate world would be so much more enjoyable if they stemmed in that motherfucking office. Like, to be in that cooped up all day, and you don't just get up and walk around. And that's why everybody be lollygagging around, hey Carol, like, what you doing at your desk, girl? But that bitch needs to stem, and she is trying her hardest to look as normal as possible. But the thing is that stemming is actually normal. It's a everybody thing. We all have a way of self-regulating, and because we don't allow each other always to self-regulate as a custom, within our culture, and instead we choose to demonize it, or ridicule it, or judge it. So many grown adults are walking around as motherfucking zombies, and so many people are walking around in pain, and so many folks are walking around, with sickness riddled in their bodies, just simply because they won't allow themselves to, they've been out all day. They get to the corner stoplight, it's a red light, they're waiting to cross, and they just want to go like, just take a second to go, got to get all this energy out. Like, that's cool. Like, just take a second. Or even you listening to your music. You're having so much fun listening to your music, but you're listening to it like this because you don't want to move. And you should be able to jam and just feel good about the music and not necessarily need to get anybody else involved. But if somebody else wants to get involved, hey, yeah, because it is really good. And you just be in this. That is what the fuck joy is. And we want to get to this space where we feel good and we're joyous and bubbly and things. But that's what the frequency looks like. It's living in the body. It's not always, oh, I'm at peace, I'm zen, I'm sitting still, I'm taking a nap. No, it's up, I'm alive, I'm bouncy, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. Woo! Because wow, life, and oh my God, there's a breeze, and oh my God, there's the wind, and the sun's out, and I got legs, and my legs move, and I'm so happy, and woo! I got hair, my hair is blowing in the wind, and wow, my skin feels so good on my body, and I feel so moisturized, and I feel so happy, and wow, my feet don't hurt anymore, and I don't feel as tense and as dense anymore, and I feel like I'm able to show up a lot better now. I love myself, and I can look at me and say, hell yeah, I love my teeth. Hell yeah, I love everything about my mouth. Hell yeah, I love everything about me. Woo! Oh yeah, like, it's that. It's that. It's being whoa, woo, yeah, ah. And so you realize that so many adults may have challenges with children behaving with such childlike behavior because they themselves are having issues with themselves and their childlike behavioral expressions, or not even being able to express themselves like a child when they were one. And so they right now are unconsciously jealous of anyone who chooses to show up in a childlike manner. Adults, we have the ability to do absolutely anything and whatever. Like, the world doesn't need to be this dangerous. That's not like Earth is not that dangerous. It's the human beings, and we can choose to be however we want to choose to be. Those are individual decisions, though. Ashe and amen. And so, at the end of the day, all you could do is just take accountability for how the fuck you choose to show up yourself as an individual. And so I'm going to stem the fuck down. Okay. I will go and stem and stem and stem and not give a fuck what anybody has to say about it or what they're going to do, because I feel good. I'm living my life. I'm happy. I'm thrilled. And I spread motherfucking joy, bitch, and positivity everywhere the fuck I go. That is how I pollinate. And it is cute, bitch, for me. Amen. Now, whatever you want to do for you, it's a you decision. However, you stemming is you, doing that repetitive movement or that repetitive behavior that soothes your soul, that regulates and recalibrates your meters, your gauges, your frequency, your harmony, your balance. It is the tapping of your foot, the shaking of your leg. By the way, stop watching those motherfucking TV shows that be having you stressed as fuck, and then you always transmuting because you're watching this shit and going to sleep to it. Stop doing that to yourself. I say amen. Pay attention to how your body is responding to what the fuck you're like ingesting as media material. I shan't amen. And then it's also the needing to just go woo, running around in a circle. It's the shaking of your hand. It's the needing to take your arms out. It's needing to move around. It looks so differently on everybody.